Bam. That should take care of it. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. Damn. Boy. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. And I am a freaking idiot. But let's try.
Got the job. People in the past could give a that organization.
Hold up.
Breaking down film. I said every.
Boy, I've really screwed up today. Damn. Okay. I messed up. I messed up my whole setup here. I apologize. Thank you guys for being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Let's try this clip again.
In Austin. Russ, how are you doing today? Romping, stomping, raring to go?
Dang.
All full of piss and vinegar?
Piss and vinegar.
Yep, all right, Dave? Sore? Fighting through it, though, huh? Let the mind control the body, not the body control the mind.
The mind control the
When it comes
body.
to moving men, there is no one better than Coach Johnson.
Oh, Michael, two-hand. Don't be cute. Don't be pretty, be good.
He brought the best out of each guy.
Right there, right there. Get it up, Bees. Nice quickness, nice cut, DJ. All right, Charles. All right, Charles, that's your play all the way now.
And he always kept the pressure on. He lived in our minds.
Let's go, Lynn. Focus in. Can you make it? Gotta make it. Gotta make it. It's on your shoulders.
He just had this amazing ability. I was the third string quarterback on the practice roster in 1992. I used to always throw on the third field. You know, Troy Aikman and Steve Berline, those guys are with the action of practice. So, hey, Garrett, go down there, and you're throwing to the backs. I'm 300 yards away from the action. I felt like his eyes were right in the back of my head. And I think all of our team felt that way. There were like 6 Jimmie Johnsons out on the practice field.
You know I let you do that.
I always told our players, I said, I'm going to be very consistent. I'm going to treat every one of you differently. I said, how I treat you is according to how you are on this scale. I said, if you work hard, you do everything that we ask, and you're a good player, you're at the top of the scale. If you don't work hard, if you don't do what I ask you to do, and you're not a good player, you're at the bottom of the scale. And I said, that's how I treat you. And so with John Roper, a backup linebacker, one day we're in special teams meeting. I look back there and, John is he's sleeping.
Tristan Hill.
And I'm saying, what in the world's going on? We're getting ready to play San Francisco. Big ball game. I said, John, evidently you're not getting enough sleep. And I cut him. And he never played another down of football. And that's a shame. Well, somebody asked me, he said, well, what if Troy Aikman would have been asleep? I said, simple. I would have walked back there, and I'd have said, Troy, wake up. And I'd go back to my seat.
Jimmie was great at bluffing players. I don't know of any great when he ran off, but he kept them scared.
The stories are legendary. Him waving the kicker with asthma, sending him off to the asthma field as he cut him.
Son, are you part of this group? Asthma, my. Get over there on that other field and have some asthma. Get out of here.
But while players were coming in and out that first season, Jimmie was quick to point out, almost on a weekly basis, that he had just signed a 10-year contract. So he was not going anywhere.
All set.
Well, they wanted us to be kind of reading this thing.
Okay, all right.
Seeing what else.
Lord Vader.
Hey, that boy looks crippled. I hope he can run back.
I was the general manager, and Jimmie was the coach. Certainly he had spent all that time in football and understood what a football player looked like better than I did. At the same time, I was a good trader. That's what I did for a living, and that's how I bought the Cowboys.
You know, he's in the oil business. So they were great marriage. Because Jerry is a gambler, and Jimmie is a huge gambler. I mean, the Herschel Walker trade was incredible.
I told our staff, I said, the way this league works, if we just take our picks as they fall, it's going to be a long time before we get good. What do we have that somebody else wants? And they say, we only got one player.
And no player in the entire league has gained more yardage the past 2 years than Herschel. In exchange for Walker, Dallas will receive a number 1 draft pick, plus 6 conditional draft choices over the next 3 years, including 2 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, and 1 third-round pick.
I remember the reaction at the time. What's wrong with this college coach crazy person?
Herschel could be on his way to the Super Bowl, while the Cowboys could be on their way to the toilet bowl.
But he was the visionary who saw very clearly the draft picks are where I'll find value.
And people say, well, that was a jump start. But back then, the Los Angeles Rams, they had a similar type deal with Eric Dickerson when they traded him. The key is not getting the picks. The key is picking good players with the picks.
There you go. There you go.
Dallas selects Emmitt Smith, running back from Florida.
Gives me chills. Gives me chills.
To build that into the dynasty that it was, his eye for talent was a huge difference, and it really changed the course of that organization.
If you went through the year virtually injury-free and did not make the playoffs, would that be a crushing blow?
It won't happen. We'll be in the playoffs.
Gemini Man is on.
Oops, went that a little bit far. Oh my goodness. Doesn't that make you want to have a tear in your eye?
Chris Miller, thank you very much for the super chat.
To answer an earlier question there, you said you emailed me about the shot glasses stuff, but you didn't get a reply. Here's the thing, man. Due to popular demand, and I mean popular, we have had so many people that have joined. I think we just had 4 or 5 people join tonight right now. I have been going through. I just literally look at the emails, boom, see the address. I'm writing them out, and I'm getting them out in the mail. I don't respond to each individual email because I don't type that well, and I ain't got time. But if you forget to put like your name or your address on there and all that, then I'll do that. I'll do it that way. But it's just, I'm sorry. I wish I could answer every comment that everybody makes. I wish I could answer every email, but I don't get much sleep as it is now. But here we are, guys. It is Monday night. It is a 9/11. I've already screwed up the beginning of the show, but I appreciate you guys being here. So let's get open for business. Oh, I'm already open for business. Let's wake up those football gods there. And guys, you got a new god. Wake up, wake up, wake up. A new god joining you in the Hall of Fame, and that is Jimmie Johnson. I got to tell you, man, that was a beautiful thing last night. I'm sitting there watching the game and pissed off because my Cowboys aren't playing football right now. That we have just gotten rid of Jason Garrett after wasting 9 freaking years of him as a head coach. It makes no sense whatsoever what we have gone through. I don't understand Jerry Jones at all, wanting so much credit that he's been satisfied with mediocrity for 25 years. Jet D in the house, what's up? Demo? Zeppelin fan, I know you got your shot glass. Derek Young, Milky Film Gaming, Tay Cowboys, Neo HG13, Javon Burris, Connecticut Cowboys. Hey, where you been hiding, Connecticut? Big Dope Production, Des Bars. You know, when I watched this last night, man, it really, really touched me. I mean, it touched me. And I'll get on to my next point here in a second, but I guess to do this.
As we welcome you to the Visa halftime, got a full house here
on the football field, but there's always room for one surprise guest, especially when it's this man coming in right now from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, David Baker, the president.
Good to see you, Kurt.
How are you?
Good to see you.
How are you doing, sir?
Good. Hall of Famer.
Great to see you.
Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. Coach, on behalf of the Pro Football Hall of Fame and all those fans that are watching and all of us who love this game, thank you, Coach, for all you've done for the game. Thank you for all you're going to do for the game. Thank you for the history that you've made and the lives that you've impacted. Thank you. It's my great honor to tell you that you're going to be the 328th Hall of Famer into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And your legacy is going to be in Canton, Ohio forever. Congratulations, Coach. Congratulations.
Hey, bud. Oh, my God. That is awesome. In Green Bay, Jimmie overcome emotion right now. But tell us what.
The only thing I can think of is all the assistant coaches that have worked for me, all the great players that have played for me. They're the reason I'm here, and they're the reason I can't talk. All right. No. Where's your boss? I mean, this is so special to me because when you put in the work that we put in, it's nice to know people appreciate it.
We love you, JJ.
Love you,
Amen to that, brother. Love you. Congratulations. Jimmie Johnson, the latest member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Of course, yesterday, Bill Cowher was announced as the newest member as well. Congratulations to him. The full class will be announced on NFL Network on Wednesday on Good Morning Football. Congratulations to all the nominees for this year's Pro Football Hall of Fame class. All right, we come back and then talk a little football.
Man, that was a moment that you will remember forever, or at least I will. It makes you feel sick. At least for me, it made me feel sick because I'm sitting here thinking about how great this organization used to be and how great this organization could have been had it not been for one ego. That, my friends, unfortunately, a lot of you are younger guys, and you guys don't understand what it used to be like for the Dallas Cowboys. Here we were going 3-7 over the last half of the season, and just begging to think that we could make the playoffs. You know, we're still in it. You know, Jason Garrett's the guy to lead us to the playoff. We believe in No, you heard this man. You heard this man say flat out, you know, if you stay healthy with the talent you have, you know, if you don't make the playoffs, will you be disappointed? We're making the playoffs. We're making the playoffs. There's no doubt in my mind that we are going to make the playoffs. Failure is not an option. We will succeed. Let the mind control the body, not the body control the mind. You fall asleep in practice, in a meeting, your ass is getting cut. Unless you're Troy Aikman, of course. As Jason Garrett put it, I was the third string quarterback on the practice squad on the field, 3 miles away, but I still felt like Jimmie Johnson's eyes were right there. It was like there were 6 Jimmie Johnsons out there coaching this team to victory. How the hell did we go from that to Jason Garrett and have it acceptable for 10 years?
Selfishness.
Home games are what? Home games am I tailgating at this year? I don't.
We don't tailgate at the home games.
Well, we tailgate with Cowboys Experience. Actually, I want to talk to Cowboys Experience about doing something a little bit different when we come to town. Yeah, but we're working. It's still a little early to know right now because we don't even know which games are going to be, what time of the year, and things like that.
We're definitely one of the Redskins in the
But I will say this: we are working on trying to go to the draft, and Joseph Heatherly is possibly going to meet us up there. So, speaking of Joseph,
the Hall of Fame too.
yeah, well, I'm going to get to that. Joseph, I don't know if you are watching right now. I know you've been down with the flu and stuff. I hope you're feeling better. Make sure you send me that address again. I owe you so much. I owe you so much. And you said that the shot glass that I gave you, Maya dropped it. Maya, I'm sending you 2 of them. And here's what I got for you too, Maya. Here we go. Power of 4 shirt. I found that one for you. And I know you said you wanted my autograph. I don't know why, because I have chicken scratch. But I'm going to put that in the mail tomorrow, along with all of the shot glasses and orders that I have. And I get so many emails, like one of you guys are a tailgate member, and I sent you just a single glass because Michael Anthony hadn't finished all of the other shot glasses and stuff. I'll get those out tomorrow as well, okay? So, I'm doing the best I can, man, because, I got my day job, I can't quit that one. Now I'm what are we calling this? The mail room down here now? Packing and shipping, okay? Along with manufacturer. Listen, you get the manufacturers because we making the shells, okay? You got the shipping department because we shipping it. Then you got the mailman because I'm taking it to the post office, okay? And I'm also the secretary because I'm answering the damn emails, okay? Damn. But I got to tell you, I am so sad. I am literally Mark Holmes' lost pet. Wait. Green Bay Packers? What is that? Jerry Orts, thank you for becoming a Mojo crew member. But I got to tell you, man, this bothers me. Blood Blue Cowboys, can you help me out on ordering shot glasses? Just email me, man. Wrong one. Wrong button. Guys, I can't believe this shit is happening. There ought to be a law or some way to stop this on YouTube, man. It was a great thing that YouTube opened up this channel membership. It's a wonderful thing, man. It's created more work for me because, I'm giving away shot glasses to all the new members. It's not about that. But it makes me feel good that we all, as Cowboy fans, that we as Cowboy fans can be together. This membership, this camaraderie of Cowboy fans. And it's gotten ruined. My dream of having this membership of Dallas Cowboy fans. James Nooks, right there. Cowboys Mark 94 Gmail. See this is, isn't the system cool? The system is cool because we can do all kinds. Look, I got graphics. Cowboys Mark right there. That's my email. But this is ridiculous because we have been infiltrated. We have a Green Bay Packers fan that is a member.
Is he a fan because he likes our coach?
I don't know. He says he likes the show, but he's a member. We got a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. I'm good with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got nice weather and stuff. Clearwater Beach down there is beautiful at sunset on the Emerald Coast. We got a 49er fan. But this is beyond what I can take. I got a couple of Eagle fans in here. I got this one from an Eagle fan. The message says, "Go Birds, go." If you're wondering how an Eagle fan got to Arizona, I work from Northeast Philadelphia. I'm a guy who loves cooking videos, watching you build something out of your workshop. I'm 42 and seen it all. I work for Chase Bank, used to work out in New York, but was relocated west, and they pushed branding down here, hence Chase Field and other buildings. They started blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I wanted to thank you. I watch your videos all day at work and want to help support your dream. I love how you talk about Matty Ice and would love to hear your opinions. You're around all sports. You offer so much more than cowboy talk, do-it-yourself tailgating prep, woodworking, even meal prep and dieting. I think the best streams and videos are to come in the future. As we watch you grow, it's exciting. You also offer a lot of insight, and I would love to see all the sports topics. Keep up the great work, and please take it easy on Eagles fans. Laugh out loud. Damn! This shit pisses me off.
Hey, the Eagles almost moved.
How the hell can I hate Eagle fans when I get emails from guys like that? Damn! Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And here I thought this was going to be our group. Just us as members, man. Damn. Eagles fans, you always mess up stuff. Eagles and their weak-ass quarterback. Anyway, thank everybody out there who has been part of being a membership and stuff. We are going to make this year an incredible year. So we've all gone through now, and we remember, or at least some of us that are old enough to remember, because I'm old enough to remember when the Dallas Cowboys won 3 Super Bowls in 4 years. Yeah. God, that was so long ago. The question is Mike McCarthy the guy that can get us back to where we belong? Is this the guy that can bring back some of that magic that we had, that discipline, that will to succeed? Guess I'll go root for the Titans. I oh, man. We're all AFC fans right now. We have to be. You know you're not rooting for Aaron frickin' Rodgers. You're not rooting for Aaron Rodgers. And you don't want the 49ers to get another one. LSU or Clemson. I'm going to take Clemson. I want Clemson, okay? Anything is better than Garrett. You're right about that. Jet D. Philly, 500 minions rolled back in here. Yeah. Oh, I'll get to them in a bit. I'll get to them. Let them have their fun. Let them have their fun, because you know what? Their team is old, and they got no cash. Okay, let them enjoy the fact that they, let them go ahead. Touchdown, Clemson. Mike McCarthy.
You said you're going to dive in here. What has been the biggest challenge here this first week? Has it been trying to figure out where to go, like you said, or learning names, or what's been the biggest challenge?
The biggest challenge is walking from the Omni to my office. So I've made a couple wrong turns, but that's been the biggest challenge. Everything else has really been fun.
You might want to call your quarterback.
It's been awesome.
Just a
had a lot
thought.
to do. It's a normal process of when you hired, but so many people have called, so many people to talk to. So I'm just working through it.
You've talked before about driving into Lambeau Field and seeing the statues and all that. Talk about the balance between building, protecting a legacy, the Packers, the Cowboys, but also knowing that a change is needed, and you have to kind of go in here and make some of those changes without changing what has been built.
Well, I mean, the communication and the transparency is very important throughout your time at any organization, and obviously that's what's going on right now as far as every step that we want to take to make sure we're making the right changes if needed, make sure we're emphasizing the right things if needed, and really, frankly, maybe just adjusing the things that are needed. So that's really where my mind works. It's a process that's started, but we have a lot of work to do. I mean, that's why I'm here. I mean, this is part of building a program. The way we do things are going to be different than we've done here before. There's some things that we're going to do that are the same as they did before. So just kind of working through all the intricacies is really what we're focused on.
Along those lines, I know there's going to be some new guys here on this coaching staff, and that's what you're working on here.
All new guys.
is it to have a few of those holdovers that kind of know how things
Apparently
were,
not.
know how these players were? It's been said you can just change the whole staff, but you do seem like you need some of those guys. Maybe Kellen Moore would be that.
It's the preferred. I mean, you definitely would like to keep as many of the current coaching staff. I think there's definitely there's a lot to gain from that. But in the same breath, it's really how the staff fits together. That'll be the priority, and that is my focus.
Speaking of Kellen Moore, you had some high praise for him the other day. You also said you're not sure what's going to happen with calling plays, but what can an offensive coordinator do? What would a role be, even if he's not calling plays? There's other things he can do, obviously, throughout the week that's important.
Well, definitely. I mean, obviously, if you call it or don't call it, your job description is different. I think it's important if you call plays that you need to be the coach that's installing it in front of the players. So, those are types of things. As I looked at my 13 years in Green Bay, as a play caller, I wasn't doing all the installing. So, as I build the job descriptions here, if you're going to call it, you need to install it. So that's a belief of mine.
Brett Favre said something earlier this week about how the message that maybe you had when you were with, not maybe coaching, but with Joe Montana, and then how you coached a young Brett Favre and then coached Aaron Rodgers, how it can be, it's not so much what you're saying in your message, but how you're delivering it. It's going to be different to how you deliver a message to Dak Prescott.
Well, definitely. I think anytime you have the ability to show an example of what you're trying to get done, and you have, that example is, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana, it definitely brings a heightened credibility to that teaching moment. So I think that's something as coaches you always try to do. But, the fact of the matter, it's, you were there for that instruction and in that performance. So I think it's all just adding credibility and confidence to what you're trying to teach.
I know this week's been focused on a lot of the coaching, but even last year, you said watching the Cowboys, watching all teams, was there a couple of players maybe that stood out that you can maybe pinpoint that maybe you didn't know a lot about, you kind of liked what you saw there, and that you're like, oh, this is somebody I wasn't really familiar with? But
yeah, I think really in fairness to the roster, those are conversations maybe for the next interview. But it's we have a lot of excellent football players here, and really the focus right now is to continue to add to that, through acquisition. And my job is really focus on make sure that we hire the right coaches to make sure the instruction is the way it needs to be done. So, but we have a lot of young guys, and I know just talking with the personnel guys, they're excited about the development of it. We haven't had a whole lot going on from medically, so it looks like we're going to have an opportunity to get a lot of these guys back.
And lastly, it's been well documented. You're a Steelers fan. You've coached for the Green Bay Packers. Now coach for the Dallas Cowboys. When you were a young kid drawing this up, could you have done this any better?
Oh no, I don't think. If you have dreams, this was not a dream I ever had. That's for sure. But I'm thrilled to death it's happened. So, you always grew up watching the Cowboys because the Cowboys were always on the second game. We'd watch the Steelers in the first game and watch the Dallas Cowboys in the second game. So, those were great years in the 70s and in the early 80s. And once Tony Dorsett came here from the University of Pittsburgh, then I think we all became Dallas Cowboy fans. Maybe it was our second team, but you always knew what was going on in Dallas.
All right, so out with the old and in with the new. I don't know how you guys feel about Mike McCarthy, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's not like, here's the, because I see somebody that's in there joking it up, talking about, the Cowboys, they got all those yards in garbage time, and you didn't make the playoffs with that. No, you're right, we didn't. But understand all those people who keep thinking that, if we just go out, Mike J, Mike, listen. Actually, I sent you the single one by mistake because I didn't realize, I'm not organized. I have yours right over there packed up because Michael Anthony was still building them. I wasn't actually meaning to send the tailgate guy stuff out until I had all those done. So you actually just got an extra shot glass, so you're good. For all those people out there, because we have so many fans that are like, you know what, let's get Tom Brady. If we get Tom Brady, we're going to the Super Bowl. No, you're not. Not if you took everything that the Dallas Cowboys were this year and you only said, Dak, you're gone. Tom Brady, you're in. We'd be right where New England is right now, sitting at home. Remember, you always say, or people always keep thinking that this quarterback is the magic thing. Well, if that's the case, if Tom Brady is Tom Brady, how come New England went out in the wild card round? They had the best defense in football. They had a special teams that blocked 3 punts. They led the NFL in takeaways. So if they couldn't do it with those 3 elements right there with Tom Brady, what makes you think Tom Brady coming here is going to fix that? He ain't taking the ball away. He's not blocking punts and giving them great field position. And he's certainly not going to be the number 1 defense. Those are your issues. We were 1-6 in 1-score games. Yes, we scored a lot of points. But if your other team is allowed to do the same, well, it's kind of a wash. That's where you guys are idiots. Understand, listen, right away, I can say one thing that will help this team. That was a simple fix, and that was the kicker. The kicker made a hell of a difference. When the kicker is kicking the ball out of bounds, he can't even hit the field. He can't even hit the damn field. You give the team, the opposition, the ball on the 40-yard line. And he can't kick field goals within the 40-yard line. Changes games. That alone, that's a major thing. If you get a defense that can get more than, I don't know, say 7 interceptions, because that's what we got on our defense this year. 7 freaking interceptions. You going to blame that on the quarterback? You're going to blame that on the quarterback. Oh, okay. Yeah. Byron Jones, who's trying to get paid, hasn't had an interception in 39 freaking games. Your defense is soft up the middle. And I say soft because it gives up 4.6 yards over the center. Now, they may start slowly changing the defense to the 4-3. But you got to get a mean son of a bitch in the middle. And see, I played nose guard. Back in my day, see, this is how old I am. We call the guy over the center the nose guard, not the nose tackle. And I still get stuck on nose guard because, to me, a nose guard, he's not a nose tackle or a tackle. It's a different breed because that was that big, fat-ass, mean son of a bitch who is right there 2 feet away from the quarterback, breathing hot air, wanting to kill that guy. It's a nose guard. And that's what I want. I want the quarterback to piss down his leg when he sees that big 360-pound fire plug guy about 5'11", 6 foot, about 350 pounds, okay? Just get him shaded just a little bit to the left in the gap, just a little bit, or shaded a little bit to the right. And just let him fire upfield. Push that center back into the quarterback's lap a couple of times. Make that quarterback worry about, there's somebody right here at my feet and my knees. So I can't step forward. And then you go ahead and get your DeMarcus Lawrence and your Robert Quinns putting that pressure on the outside. And I guarantee you what, you get that up the middle, you get that push, you stop those people running up your gut, that quarterback's going to get antsy back there and start throwing some errant passes or throwing it in the ground or taking off. But he will not do what happened to us. We will not have quarterbacks that are nobodies like Mitch Trubisky look like frickin' Joe Montana. It's a change of philosophy. And it's not going to take a lot to change where we were. I think a lot of it's going to be an attitude adjustment with some of these players. Some of these players that have a good play and say, oh, I did good for this play. Let me have a break. Break my ass. You getting paid top dollar, not to sit your ass on the bench, to make plays out there. Did you see Travis Henry taking breaks out there after rushing for 3 games? 180 yards? Was he looking for a break? Did you see him literally just pushing people? Just get up. Get out my way. I don't know how long he's going to be able to do that, but that guy was out there running like a beast. That's what I'm talking about. When you get guys that are motivated like Jimmie Johnson did, because one, they want to keep a job, but two, they have an ultimate goal. Losing is not an option, as opposed to what we've had. You know, we're going to look at the film, we're going to learn from this, and we're going to get better. I'm just trying to understand how has that been acceptable to Jerry? How has that been acceptable? After having Jimmie Johnson out there literally willing these guys, motivating them, getting everything out of them, finding the right kind of players that'll play, and being innovator enough. How is it that we were accepting? We made the playoffs. Well, we were close. You know, let's clap for Jason Garrett. He had 3 division titles and had us in position for 4 more, you know, the last week of the season. In position? In position? You didn't really come out with that, did you? That we were in a position to win a 4-team division? That was, so you're saying we were second best and you were proud of that? Come on, Jerry. You better than that, buddy. You better than that. Much better than that. Now, we'll see what Mike McCarthy is going to do. But it seems like they've washed out everybody. Everybody. Nussmeier, Kellen Moore are the only 2 left over. And it doesn't look like Kellen Moore is going to be calling plays. I think Mike McCarthy's like, I'm taking that job. Nussmeier is now the quarterback's coach. John Kitna is gone. And I think away with all of our ties to the 90s, that offense, everything else is gone. I can't agree with you, Mark. I have been times the defense kept them in the game. Dak didn't show up. Yes, and that's true with anybody, but that wasn't true this year. Last year you could say that. You can't say that this year. You can't say that this year. That defense, Listen, everybody wants to put everything on the quarterback. That, you know, you either win or lose with the quarterback. But understand, you have to be able to help the quarterback by getting takeaways. You don't think that New England got helped by taking the ball away 37 times this year as opposed to the 16 that we got? You don't think that getting the ball 21 more times than what the Dallas Cowboys did? Let's take a game. Let me humor me. Because you could say, well, you know, we didn't do that great. Dak didn't do that great in New England. But be honest with you, Tom Brady didn't do any better there either in that rainstorm. But you know what the difference was? The difference was their special teams blocked the punt, gave them the ball on a short field, and they got a touchdown. That's it. That's the difference. That's the difference. They got an advantage because their special teams gave them the ball in the red zone just about. You look at our kick returns, our punt returns. Dude, the Rams game, first 3 drives, 13-yard, 10-yard line, 3-yard line. If you got to go 90 yards, 87, 90, 97 yards on your first 3 drives, how often do you think you're going to be successful? We literally had special teams that were so bad. How bad were they? On average, we had to go 15 yards further than any other team to score. You don't think that that's an advantage? And then you could take the Minnesota game. You say, oh, well, you know, Dak doesn't show up. Well, Dak had 447 yards. And unfortunately, play calling sucked. And we decided after being able to pass the ball and move the ball at will, let's go ahead and run the ball twice down the middle. And our kicker, of course, he missed the field goal earlier. And had he made that, we could have just kicked the field goal and won the game. But that's Dak's fault, though, right? That's Dak. Come on, man. Get out of here. One of the few things that actually went well was at least the offense seemed to be able to move the ball pretty well. The question now is, Can we get better with the play calling in there? Can we get better at stopping the dropping the ball, since we were one of the worst teams at dropping the ball? Do I expect a better offseason than last year? I expect definitely a different one. Now, we've got a first-round pick this year. Okay? 17 in the draft. I'd say that we should be able to get an impact player. And to me, you got to go defense with this draft. Quick lot, no flags. Amen on that one. That's another thing that killed us. Penalties killed us. Fuck. You know how many times we had penalties that stop drives? Put that on the quarterback too. It's one thing to have 2nd and 2, or a touchdown in Randall Cobb's case 4 times, and get called back, and now it's 1st and 20 or 1st and 25. These things all make a difference. And you're trying to say that this quarterback has to overcome every other shortcoming that's on the field. That's crazy. That's crazy. Offense doesn't mean anything when you finish 8-8 for the season. Wentz ain't shit. James has done. Yards mean nothing without wins. Yeah, well, you know what? Losses mean nothing without yards too. At least you had something go right. But you can't put, I'm speaking to a brick wall. Let me just stop wasting my time. I like to see officials chill out and stop controlling game. That's another one right there. Jerry Orts, thank you very much. 4444444. DB or safeties will be the 17 pick. No, actually, see, you can get a safety further down the draft. It needs to be a beast in the middle. Now, also, you might be able to find somebody as far as free agency goes. I made sure that I told somebody I was going to answer this question on the live stream tonight. So let me get to it. Frank, I would say your last name, but I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try it. So he had sent me a message. He said somebody was basically saying, simple math here, should put the Cowboys around $94 million in cap space if they make a few moves like this. He's saying, this is what he's saying, how we can sign everybody. Chris Miller, thank you very much for the super chat. He's saying $35 million to Dak. That is if you franchise tag him. But see, here's the thing that people don't seem to understand. Russell Wilson got a $35 million a year contract. Okay? But his cap number is actually only 24 and some change this year. Because the way it works is you take the guaranteed money and the signing bonus money and you prorate that over the life of the contract. And then you can make the first year $500,000 if you want. And so you could end up getting cap relief. So that number that you see doesn't have to be $35 million if you say we're going to pay Dak $35 million a year. Does that make sense to you guys? This is all accounting. It's still the same money. But Russell Wilson's cap number this year was 24 point something $million, even though he's averaging $35 million a year. And see, this is where people don't seem to get, where they'll say, "Oh, Dak Prescott, franchise tag." Well, okay, but then that's a hard $35 million that you're eating up of the $84 million that you have currently, as opposed to about 25. Am I making sense here, or am I speaking dog here? Am I speaking dog? So then they say $20 million to Amari Cooper. Same thing. If you end up transition tagging him, yes, it'll be a hard number, which will be the average of the top 5 or something, or a little bit lower. But it doesn't have to be that way. If you go, well, Sully, not exactly. It depends. Okay, here's the thing. There's a difference between if you're doing a running back. Running backs, you don't want to do that with, because you see what happened to Todd Gurley. Thank you very much, Michael Anthony. Todd Gurley, because he's not able to play. Quarterbacks, on the other hand, tend to play, well, sometimes into their 40s. So you can understand that you can do that with a quarterback, okay? Because here's the other side of it. Let's say you're guaranteeing $100 million for Dak's contract. Just hypothetically. Just work with me here. If you franchise tag him for 2 years, which you have no guarantees of him coming back, it's going to cost you $70 million anyway. No, I don't make excuses for an average quarterback. Hopefully gets better. Average? Anyway, moving right along. Daniel Peterson, you are talking to Cowboys fans. Daniel, my cousin. Aren't they crazy? Wouldn't you like to? You're talking to a Redskin fan right there. It's like, man, I'll take Dak Prescott any day of the week over the guys I got. You call it like you see it. Well, apparently you need some damn glasses, man, because you're blind. You can't see. You call it as you see it. Do you watch any other quarterback in football, or are you just that new to football that you don't understand football? Oh, my God. I heard next year, Philadelphia, you're not allowed to touch Wentz or you'll be flagged because he physically can't take it. It seemed like that way this year. No, the reason why you're home is you had a shitty coach who doesn't know how to call plays and use analytics because your special teams could not stop anybody. Your kicker couldn't kick anything. Your defense sucked. And you're going to put it on the quarterback. I love how, see, when idiots come in here, they'll say, oh, that's the quarterback. What? Are you saying that the defense was good? Are you saying are you saying that if we took that defense and we put it on these other playoff teams that they've been fine? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that if we took that defense and put it in New England that they would have made the playoffs with Tom Brady? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that if we took the special teams away from New England and put the special teams that we had on New England, that we would have been that they would have been playoffs? You say, is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Because I believe that's what you're saying. So listen, when you come into my house, you come into my man cave, don't expect not to be called out when you say some stupid shit. Because that was some stupid shit that you just said. You're not responding? You're not responding? What? I'm sorry. Because you're an idiot if you think that the quarterback was the biggest problem that this team had. When every freaking NFL personnel will tell you that the Dallas Cowboys are the most predictable, most uninspired, most uncreative offense that's out there. Every time we did play action, we did great. And then we get stuck on stupid and end up going under 10% play action. RPOs. Oh, analytics. I don't need no stinking analytics. It was one of them. What was one of them? It was all of the above. Like I said, don't come in here and think that you're going to tell. Because this is the stuff that pisses me the hell. And I know a lot of you like to see me pissed off. Because I know you go home, hey, guess what? I got Mark Holmes talking about me, man. I got him mad. I know that's what you guys do. And that's fine. If you want to look like a freaking idiot and that is your 5 minutes of fame, then go right ahead. I have no problem making you sound like an idiot, okay? But when you come into the man cave, don't come in here unless you have your shit together. Flat out. Because I will call you out. And don't come in here and say, oh, replace Dak. Okay. If you want to go ahead and say, get rid of somebody, tell me what the solution is that's going to work. Tell me the solution that's going to work. Because I don't want to hear stupid stuff. Oh, man, if we just had, Josh Allen, we'd been in the Super Bowl. What? Josh Allen's had his ass home, too. I'll take Jameis Winston over Dak Prescott. But really? And his 30 interceptions? Really? You know what's funny? I'll tell you what's funny here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's lit tonight. Because I'm fired up because I had to deal with this crap right here. I realized something because I had this fool here. This fool, my man, Philly 500. You see him there with Michael Anthony's belt, okay? He was like, Mark, you got to let my people troll, man. I got people that they're all on me, man. The Eagle fans, they're all on me because they won't let, you won't let them troll. You haven't unblocked them and everything else. You got to do this for me, man. You got to do this. And so I do it. And I realize what it is. It's not so much that you want to troll. You know what it is? You love me. You can't help but to be in here. You hate the Dallas Cowboys. But you guys that were blocked, it hurts you. I just want to be part of it, please, man. I got no place to go. I got no place to go. Isn't it true? Isn't it true? Des Bars, think about it. You know that. Dude, you're in here more than Cowboy fans. You are always in here. It amazes me. It amazes me. Oh, come on, Eagles. Troll, bring it. It's crazy. But let me give Philly his bit.
Oh, it's been a few days since I've seen you guys. It's been really busy. It's been a busy few days. It's going to be a busy few more days. But I wanted to come on here and make a video because I got a few things that I got to say. First thing, Philadelphia Eagles are the champs of the NFC East. You call it the NFC East. You call it the NFC East. I don't care.
Read between the lines.
But we destroyed the Cowboys.
You won.
Michael
You didn't destroy me.
Fitness has paid his bet.
Damn, Mike, why did you give him that damn belt?
YouTube championship belt has been given. Now, I can't have this on there. I can't look at that Cowboy sticker. So, I'm going to have to put something over it, figure something out, because there ain't no way we could keep that. Now, that looks better. I'm going to get something for that, something to fix it. But it is my belt now. It is our belt now. We are the champs of the division. And Cowboys, you should address us as champs. Not the whole rest of the league. They don't have to. But if you're in the NFC East, kiss the hand.
I ain't kissing your hand. I don't know where that thing's been. Are you crazy?
Now, Michael Anthony Fitness, shout out to you, buddy. Good sport. I'm going to take care of this, and I'm going to give you chances to win it back. I promise. And
I don't think he wants that back.
Mark Homer goes, Mr. Mark Holmes. Finally,
he might be wearing that thing butt naked in the bedroom.
Free. And if you're not free and you're on that list, let me know. We'll figure it out. But Mark,
we know you guys ain't free.
Finally,
we know you guys have the remote on your ankle.
Paid off the bet. Spent 2 hours freeing people. I love it. I love every second of it. It's a beautiful thing. That's what happens when your team gets double moonwalked in the ass. And I know the Cowboy fans are going, but you lost to Seattle. I don't care. You lost to practice squad team. You had everybody. You scored over 40 points versus the Rams the week before. You scored over 40 points versus the Redskins. You didn't do it against us. You couldn't beat us. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, Philly. We got you. NFC chumps. We got you. Yeah. Bet. Done. Eagle fans, you get your wish. You get to come in here to my show and talk a little bit. It's a shame that this is the best thing that you have to do. Go on another team's channel and hang out. But hey, it's all cool. Let me shout out everybody who has become a member and everything else, everybody that's been in here tonight. Mark, put that latest Cowboys, Eagles, old, okay. Wentz is trash. How long do you have to... You know, Troy, here's the thing, Q. I don't have to let them stay long because, we have moderators. The rules is, they can talk about the team, but we know how it is. Eagle fans, well, most of them are on lockup, okay? They'll mess up and they can get blocked again. So it was no time limit. If they act up, block their ass, okay? Hate to say it, and I hate Philly. Dallas locked up. Right. I agree. But you know what the bright side is? Here's the bright side. Let's say we had won that game. Let's say we had beat the Eagles and we had made the playoffs, right? Because Jerry Jones kept saying, that Jason Garrett, he's the right man to get us in the playoffs. And what if, just think about this, what if we had made the playoffs and we ended up pulling in Eagles and got our ass kicked by Seattle, ended up with the 26th pick in the draft, and kept Jason Garrett? Would that have been better for you guys? Is that what you would have wanted? Because had we, let's say hypothetically we went to the playoffs, we won a game, won a game and lost the second one. Do you think that we would win a Super Bowl with Jason Garrett under the helm? I don't know that we will with Mike McCarthy, but I know we wouldn't with Jason Garrett. You saw this guy, what a real coach is. Do you see anything from Jason Garrett that says, that's kind of Jimmy Johnson-like, right? No, I'm okay with it. I'm cool. Let them have the laugh because their pick, 26 in the draft, first place schedule, an old-ass team. Yeah. We need to lose week 1 to make the play. Well, no, you know what? But no, Patrico? No, that goes out with Jason Garrett, right, Mike? No, no. Under Jason Garrett.
No.
What?
I don't. Until we actually win.
Nope.
Win the first game and make it to the playoffs. I don't believe nothing.
Nah. See, that's the Jason Garrett black cloud that's over us. But see, here's what I want you guys to do, because it is time for. What the hell? Ribs. An Eagle fan. No! I think I got you twice. Boy, man, shout out to everybody who became a member. Tara B, email me and I will put the link to you on it. The email, of course, is right here. Bam. But shout out to all you great members. Shout out to all you great fans that are in here. I'm playing slide guitar with my Jobu shot glass. Send me a picture of that. Wentz will get injured in 2020. I'm not going out on a limb. But okay, so back to what I was saying there before we got to our shots. And we got other things we're going to be doing with the members only and stuff. So check the community tab. I'm sending a few messages to members only and things like that. I'm okay because we have new hope. I feel like the dark clouds have left. I feel like this whole attitude of, it's okay, Johnny, we'll get him next time, this little league stuff, this on-the-job training, because Jason Garrett really had nobody teaching him what you need to do to be a head coach. And I don't know that Mike McCarthy is the best choice out there. We'll have to wait and see, but I know he's better than than Jason Garrett. I know that for a fact. And I like the fact that Jerry Jones, at least at the moment, has stepped back from the equation. That he is... Jet, do me a favor. Jet. Can you do me a favor, Jet? And can you post the link for the membership? Because somebody had said that they can't find the link. And I would really and truly appreciate that. And if you do that, Jet, I tell you what I'll do for you. I'll take another shot for you. How about that? Can't wait to get my shot glass, Mark Holmes. Blue Blood Cowboy, okay. I've got a whole bunch more that are going out tomorrow. New year, new coach, same Cowboys, an accident. Oh, we got a Stephen A. Smith. Yeah. Wentz needs a flu shot. Garrett, 9 years of, Jason Garrett's our past now. Look forward to the future. I am. You need to sell some Joe Boo dolls, Mr. Holmes. Yeah, but Joe Boo is he's one of a kind. There is no other Joe Boo right there. That is hand craftsmanship right there. Built in America. And there's nobody more American than Joe Boo. You know his head? It's carved out of a Georgia pine. His backbone is steel, made in Pennsylvania. His flesh, straw, that grew out in the Midwest. He's all America, and he supports America's team. Prescott can tell Carson how it is to win a playoff game. Ooh, damn, that's cool. I like that. But it's been a long day. I've had a lot of packing to do and a lot of for the shot glasses and stuff. I know it hurts with us not being in the playoffs and things, but I will be actually heading to Miami a week from Wednesday. Yes, Angel, I did actually make Joe Boo. There's a whole story behind that. To make a long story short, it's an Eagle fan is the reason why I'm here right now, because he said that the Cowboys' mojo was so bad that not even Joe Boo from Major League could help him. And so I made Joe Boo. I haven't won the Super Bowl, but you know what I mean. But anyway, we'll be actually in Miami starting next Wednesday as they start putting together the Super Bowl city, and we will be there through the Super Bowl. And I can guarantee you one thing, you will get coverage of the Super Bowl city and the Super Bowl like nobody else. So be sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button, to like, comment, and if you're looking for shot glasses, if you become a channel member, I'll send you a free shot glass. And if you want Ivory, if you actually want to buy shot glasses, I have them on my website, cowboyjoeboo.com. cowboyjoeboo.com. And if you go all the way down, you'll see the listing. You'll see like the shelves and things like that. And you can click on those. If you buy one of the shot glass shelves, we've got several different sizes. I'll send you a shot glass for free. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing some of that stuff up. We're going to be making different shot glasses, like kind of like a shot glass of the month club and things. So I was thinking, some of the ones I was thinking about was I survived the Jason Garrett era, or one that says shots. I think shots is good.
Nothing with Jason Garrett.
Nothing with Jason Garrett.
Time to move on. Time to move on.
I'll tell you what, Travis, right above you. Travis, look up. Travis Powers, look up. Jet D has the link right there. Bam. Okay. Can I get a shot glass on it? Stephen A. Smith? You know, funny story about last year at the Super Bowl. You know, I was like TMZ last year. You know I was like TMZ at Super Bowl, right? You got that, right? I literally changed Stephen A. Smith's because, as he used to always talk about how much he hates the Cowboys. I hate the Cowboys. It was Jobu Sports Report at the NFL Commissioner's Party that caught Stephen Jones like a dog in heat, trying to hump on Stephen and Jerry Jones, just all over him. And I got that clip of Stephen A. on there. And you know, to this day now, he said, you know, I love Jerry and Stephen Jones. It's like, you know why? Because I busted your ass, Stephen A. Smith. I busted you. Yeah. And I'll also say, too, I said, Steve, I went up to Stephen A. Smith. You know, I'm one of those delusional Dallas Cowboy fans that you always talk about and hate. Oh, yeah, really? Yeah. Yeah. I said, you want to take a picture together? I was like, okay, sure. I was like, wait a minute. I thought you hated us so much.
That's for the cameras.
Nah, Stephen. You know, I got you. I got you, Stephen A. You know you love some Dallas Cowboy fans because they made you the man that you are, rich from hating us. How many shots have I had so far today? 1. Look. This is the only bottle. This is the only bottle I've been drinking from. Q. You see this? I got this a week ago. That ain't much out of there. That ain't much. That ain't much. People worry that I'm a drunk. Yeah, Q, how many shots you had today? How about that? Once this broke down loser, he has the body of a 50-year-old. Okay, let's not go there like that, man. iPhone app doesn't always show it. You may need to jump on a PC. Roger Dodger, how you doing tonight? You think I've been having a little too many shots? Really? Really, Stephen A? Really? Stephen A. Smith? Really? Ryan Brass is my favorite. LSU and Clemson game is out of hand. What's the score right now, Tara? A 5th. Someone's got 5th. Damn. Sign in your browser or in your phone. Oh, yeah, okay. Hell, Mark, have a couple for me. Nah, man, I can't. No, actually, I'm not supposed to be doing it because I'm on my keto diet, and I need to lose some weight here. But it is do I think we're going to draft a safety from? I guess that's supposed to be LSU, ISU. You have on there, but I think LSU. Could be. You think the 26 free agents should walk? Not all of them there because Dak is one of those. I think Amari Cooper is. Joe Looney is. Robert Quinn, Randall Cobb, Amari Cooper. If you let all those guys walk, you ain't got nothing left. Stephanie! Oh, man. Okay, you know what? I got to stay for a couple more minutes because Stephanie's here now. How you doing, Stephanie? Dallas Super Bowl number 6 joining in. Hey, Mark. Been drinking every day for 25 years since the Cowboys. Oh, my God. Des Barks, how old are you? How old are you? You must be you got to be a little kid. Did you steal the smartphone from your mama? Are you like down, hiding in your room up here chatting right now? Purge Squad using all the Jobu emojis there. The dead eagle, the dumpster fire. Only one you're missing. Oh, you got the Redskins trash can there. I'm still waiting on the shot glass, brother. Email me Super Bowl number 6. Did you email me before with your address? He's a number 1 Cowboys fan. Whiskey and rum are okay for keto. All right. Got to go. Bye-bye, Stephen A. Damn, Q, you're on your 4th shot? Man, listen, man, I don't want to make you an alcoholic now. Mark, you know what you can do? Sell them on eBay? Okay. I guess I got a website, actually, where I can sell them right there. Clap if you're marked safe from Garrett. I like that. Man, Are we talking about liquor again? Well, listen, Stephanie, you got to have shots. You got to have your Jobu shot glass. James Ingram, have you ever been to a Super Bowl parade? Oh, wow. Is that right? Okay. Here's to you, Q. Where's Jet D? Sounds like he came out of the womb with a cigarette. Wentz will go into history without playing in a Super Bowl. Wait and see. The Eagles are a mess with a bleak future. I'll be honest with you. The Eagles have a tough road to hoe for next year. Mike J in the house. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for a great show. I'm here, Zeppelin fan. Well, actually, it is getting kind of late, man. And you know I am kind of old, so you know it's past my bedtime. You got a good point, but it would say just keep the ones that are making plays and let the others walk. You're right about that. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like Jimmy Johnson said, you know what? You either going to be playing or you're going to be out of here. You know, and you've got no margin for error if you're a borderline guy. So, guys, with all that being said, I want to say thank you all for being here and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. I appreciate all the people who became members and things. Again, if you end up wanting to just get a shot glass, if you go to my website, Cowboy Jobu, go all the way down on the right-hand side of the page. I've got the shot glasses, the shot glass racks, and I'm working on some other stuff that's going to be really, really cool to dress up your man cave and things. We will be at the Super Bowl. Giving you coverage like nobody else has. You never know who we might run into, where we might be, and so on. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel and follow us during the Super Bowl. And during the draft, we're planning on being in Las Vegas. And since Jimmie Johnson is going to Hall of Fame, I think we're going to have to dust off the RV and do a road trip there. So with that being said, y'all, it's time to turn off the lights.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.